Ma'am, marami po sa ating mga kababayan na nagtatanong at hinahanap po nila ang paliwanag ng LGU dahil kung pinagbabawal protected po yung area, ba't daw may ganoong resort doon na naitayo? Ano pong paliwanag po, ma'am?
Yes. Based on our investigation, because investigation namin last August 2023 and September 2023, the question that we forwarded to the DNR was on the requirements and yun po, dahil protected area siya, why is it that there is development within the area? So we have also to take note na ang area na yon, the property is titled even before it is declared as a protected area. So, notwithstanding that there is a title, may private owners tayo doon, yung development or any construction na gagawin po within the area should have prior approval from the DNR. Now, based sa investigation namin last August, the DNR issued endorsement and approval to the resort owners on two resolutions, endorsing and approving the development and construction of the said resort. So, yun po yung background, yun po yung findings namin sa aming investigation. That's why the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and the Province of Bohol strongly recommends that the guidelines na sinet ng ating agency, the DNR, should be revised because that guideline, the guidelines that they have issued to the resort owners and to the public in general is that it is allowed to construct and develop the said Chocolate Hills Monument as long as it follows the 20% threshold from the baseline of the hill to the tip of the hill, and including also the flatlands.
So true enough po, ma'am, sa inyo pong pagsisiyasat, walang irregularidad na nangyari?
Actually, we investigated, nakita namin doon the facts na binigay nila sa amin. First is that there were two phases na nangyayari. So there was a development at first phase, and then dinagdagan ng owner. Now, we have to take also into account that based on the law, according to the law, an ECC should be issued if you add additional structures not included in the previous development plan where the ECC was issued. So dito, dun sa next na structures na nilagay nila, the compliance of the ECC was still on process. So that is why the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Bohol, aside from our recommendation to revise the guidelines allowing any development for as long as there are conditions, sinabi din namin doon sa DNR to really investigate further and then enforce the law and then take appropriate legal action kung sakaling merong nakitang DNR na any irregularity, because DNR is really the agency that is responsible for any legal action, because the Sangguniang Panlalawigan is only there to investigate in aid of legislation. So yun po yung mga recommendations namin sa kanila.
Attorney, last January 22, 2024 ay nagpalabas po ng notice of violation for operating without an environmental compliance certificate o ECC doon po sa resort na yan. Pero ang balita nagpapatuloy pa rin sa kabila ng ipinalabas na ECC. Ano ho bang masasabi po niyo dyan?
Sorry, the date was August...
January 22, 2024. Tama ho ba?
Sorry. Okay. I'd like also to clarify that the provincial government of Bohol, particularly my office and the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, is not aware of any notice of violation or any temporary closure order that the DENR issued to the said resort, because in our based on our investigations, it was not manifested that meron pong mga in-issue ng mga orders na temporary closure order. And then after our investigation in September 2023, we haven't heard from the DNR. We sent them a letter in September conveying our recommendations and our request to hold in abeyance any construction. And then after that, despite our follow-ups for follow-through, we haven't heard from the DNR. So yung January 2024, notice of violation, we just knew that yesterday on the statement of the DNR.
Well, attorney, ngayon ho ba, ano yung status ng resort? Nagpapatuloy pa rin ho ba? Yung operation?
Based on the social media postings of DNR, they have already issued the cease and desist order, and based also on the social media of the Captain's Peak Resort, i-close na daw nila, no? So, yun lang po yung mga basis namin. That's the only basis that I have as per the status of the said resort.
So ano magiging mangyayari nito, attorney? Ngayon, ka-close, ano yung magiging kinabukasan nitong resort na ito?
Actually, it is up to the DNR and also the LGU Sagbayan, the municipality of Sagbayan, that have to enforce the said order. So whatever it is that has to be decided, it has to be it has to be with due process. So meron pa namang maraming proseso niyan. Kung may cease and desist order yan, then the LGU and the DNR should work on it. And the provincial per local government code, we have the supervisory power. So the only thing that we can do is to ensure that the same be enforced.
Pero personally, sa panig po ng Bohol Provincial Board Committee on Environment, sang-ayon ho kayo na, dito sa resort na nakalagay dyan sa Chocolate Hills?
Sorry, sang-ayon?
Kung kayo
Sorry,
ho ba, yes, pumapabor ho ba kayo na okay lang na may resort po dyan sa may Chocolate Hills?
Our stand remains the same, no, as last year, that we are not in favor. Because first, nagpalabas na kami ng recommendation, no, to revise the guidelines of the Protected Areas Management Board, allowing the construction or any development within the area for as long as merong mga conditions like the 20% threshold. Para kasi sa amin, we do not want any construction or any structure doon sa mismo na hill and even sa flatland na malapit doon. So, categorically, we the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in the province of Bohol, syempre, ano namin yan, no? Heritage namin ang Chocolate Hills, and it's also the identity of Bohol. So, hindi kami sang-ayon that there are structures or developments within the area.
Ma'am, meron pong mga nagpo-post sa social media at nililinaw po nila na yung Chocolate Hills concentrated sa Carmen, though may mga parts sa Sagbayan na may ganoon din po na land feature. Mas maigi daw na pagtuunan na lang ng pansin ng administrasyon yung ibang issue kaysa paimbestigahan itong mga bagay na ito sa Senado na ngayon po ay na-brought up into national, naging national issue na po siya yung issue dyan sa Bohol.
Yes. We were also considering, no, to elevate actually the matter to the secretary, no, of the DNR, because as I've said earlier, we have sent our recommendations and our request to hold in abeyance any development, construction, and for further investigation, no, sa DNR in the region and in the province. And up to this day, no, we haven't received any official statement na addressed to us. So walang reply to us, no, and because it is a protected area, then we want also that the national DNR will also have to intervene on this. So albeit it's in Bohol, but being the first UNESCO geopark in the Philippines, then this is really a national concern.
Attorney, yung may-ari ho ba ng resort, taga Bohol ho ba? Opisyal ho ba ng gobyerno? Politiko ho ba? Ano ba ang para sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan?
Boholano and private individual po. based on our records in the investigation sa committee po.
Mm-mm.